some really cool camos that have came out in Black Ops 3 over the past year and a half that the game has been having support and has been a title within the franchise to the public. And while there are a lot of awesome ones, not a lot of them are necessarily all that rare, because for the most part you can either get them out of supply drops, and if that's the case, many people have gotten them. If they're community contract driven, well then everybody has them. The esports packs, you can just simply buy, all that kind of stuff. But while those ones are absolutely awesome, the ones that are necessarily rare, such as the one that I want to take a look at today, the Takeout camo, this might not necessarily be considered the prettiest camo, but very well may be with the COD XP camo, the rarest camo within Black Ops 3. So I want to showcase it a little bit for you guys, because a year and a half now later, I still know people that have never heard of this camo, and with it being one of those ones, once again, that is so rare, it's very possible it may be brand new to you. So whether or not it is, I couldn't tell you, that's up to you, but I want to showcase it a little bit because there's not that many out there in the realistic grand scheme of things compared to every other camo within Black Ops 3. And the reasoning for that is simply because it was a pre-order bonus camo in which Call of Duty partnered up with Hardee's and Carl's Jr., in which you could end up getting codes on different various receipts and then going over to, I think, the Call of Duty redeem page, or also I think you could do it on the Hardee's and Carl's Jr. website. But you could end up going and redeeming it, and you'd end up having a chance at multiple different things here. You had a chance at a camo, a star, fried, and pickled reticles, so 3 different reticles there, a takeout calling card, and then a personalization pack that encompassed all of those. But it was a 1 in 4 shot here, so unless you had multiple codes that you could end up going back in and trying to unlock it every single time, you wouldn't necessarily be guaranteed the camo on the first take. Now, I personally fall in that category as well. I ended up getting a couple of codes, but I think I only got the calling card, and I want to say the reticles, but I can't remember for sure off the top of my head here. But the camo itself ended up eluding me, which kind of is a bummer, but nonetheless, it just showcases once again the grandeur of how rare for a little pre-order bonus this was. And it was a little bit out of the ordinary at the time, because usually when these partnerships happen, it's something where these codes are usually the first thing to go, whereas there were actually 4 different options with this that you could unlock just based off of RNG, which is kind of a bummer, but is the way that it worked out. Now, another thing that adds to how rare this was is that this was only for a very limited time. I believe it was under even a month's time that this promotion was live, and like me, a lot of people may not have access to Hardee's or Carl's Jr. There's not one around me for, I think, like 100 miles or something like that. So just having gotten a few from friends and all that kind of stuff, of course, it didn't work out in my favor, but a lot of people never had access to these codes as well. So therefore, with the very limited run that these had, and of course the RNG that followed thereafter, it was something that not everybody ended up getting a camo. So perhaps this is the first time you're seeing this in game, but it's been there from the very beginning, and as such is one of the more rare ones. But what I think is kind of crazy is that I don't think this is necessarily the nicest looking camo, especially for how rare it is. I'm a huge fan of my COD XP camo, which was only available if you ended up attending COD XP, which might make this a little bit more exclusive than the Takeout camo, but of course, we don't necessarily know how many there are out there of the Takeout camo, so I couldn't tell you for sure, but that one is very nice. It's a little animated, but not necessarily too flashy. It keeps the matte feel to it, but also is just something that I would actually represent. The Takeout camo, I'm not entirely sure how I feel about that one, but nonetheless, it is one that is kind of cool just because of the circumstances, I think. If it was something that was not as rare, if it was something that everybody got their hands on, of course, I don't necessarily think that really all that many people would be using. I feel like it would be very similar to that of the Nuketown camo. That was extremely rare for a very short period of time, and then they made that available to the public for everybody, and it was a free DLC, and as of now, you don't see anybody using that now a year later. So I feel like it would have been in the same boat here if it is used. It's because it is so exclusive. It's one that people want to showcase a little bit for themselves because they end up having this, and probably 95% of players in Black Ops 3, maybe even more, don't have it. But again, if it was less rare, I don't think that we'd see it still in Black Ops 3. But that said, I wanted to showcase this here a little bit for you guys because I ended up passing through some different streams and all that kind of stuff where people were going for Empire. I was watching some people unlock it, and then I saw a couple of people ending up having it, and I thought to myself, you know what, that's a really cool camo that I kind of wish I had, but in the grand scheme of things, I'm okay that I don't. But I also got to thinking, how many people don't know about this, if at all? So let me know your thoughts down there in the comment section down below. Have you guys heard of the takeout camo? Do you guys enjoy the look of it? Do you not necessarily like the look of it? Do you think it's absolutely horrible? Whatever it may be, feel free to let me know down there in the comment section down below. But hopefully you guys did enjoy, and if you guys did, make sure you drop a like down below. And of course, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe to stay up to date with everything we have here regarding Black Ops 3, both multiplayer and zombies. Call of Duty World War II, we're gonna be killing it with content. So hopefully you guys stay here and enjoy the stuff that I got planned. I got a lot on the plate, so stick it right here. And finally, if you guys want to follow me over on Twitter, that is the best place to get connected outside of YouTube. I practically live on Twitter, so if you guys want to strike up a conversation, ask me a question, whatever it may be, link is down there in the description below. But all that said and out of the way, hope you guys have a fantastic day. Thanks so much for watching. Mine is Espresso. I'll see you guys later. Take care, and peace.